Hiya! I never had a video where I showed my face on YouTube, so this is my first, and I'm not used to doing this. And I'm not used to looking into the camera. But I've just done a few reels, a few go lives, and I thought, you know what, I might as well try. And I still need to work on the reflection in my glasses. So today I'd like to show you a sketchbook tour of this tiny sketchbook by Royal Talens. It's the Art Creations one. And they're really affordable, inexpensive, not too like perfect paper, it's just like everyday kind of sketchbook. And the sticker on the cover is by Sophie McPike, and this one is a random one I had from forever ago, I'm not sure. And a washi tape I picked up in Choosing Keeping in London. And on the back are my stickers. And over the summer holidays, I filled these really quickly, like almost a week to fill one or 2 weeks to fill one. But now I've slowed down, thankfully. And I've already started this one. And this one will be a fun one because I've stuck to a single color scheme. So the whole sketchbook is one color scheme with like a couple exceptions, but yeah. So this will be an interesting one, but you wait for this one a bit longer. Also plan to make a video about like a sketchbook tour of my really old sketchbooks. Maybe not really old, like from 2020 onwards. I just thought, you know what, the time has come, I can show you. So yeah, let me know if you're looking forward to that. The reason I've been really busy, and I'm recording it a few hours before posting it, so fingers crossed I managed to post it in time, is that I took part in Super Seconds Festival. It's like an online festival where there are 250 makers and we were all selling our seconds. It's still going until the end of tomorrow, Sunday, the 22nd of September. I've been selling off my older stock and some miscuts, misprints and things like that. So you might be lucky to like check it out still. I will be making goodie bags from anything that's left because I just need to get rid of that older stock. If you've ever printed your own products, then you'll know that some designs just don't sell as well as others or as well as you hoped, so you have lots of stock. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. We're here for this sketchbook, so I hope you enjoy it. I'll pop in at the end if I remember to talk to the camera. If not, forgive me. I don't know if I'll stick to it, but I thought I'll be brave and do it, so wish me luck. So I'll see you on the other side. Okay, are we ready? This sketchbook, so I'm covering my details. This sketchbook I did in 20 days-ish? So quite a fast time again. If you've been here a while, you'll know how quickly I fill my sketchbooks. So I started on 17th of August and finished on 6th of September. And that was my day 251 to 271. So I'm doing this thing where I challenge myself to draw every day. And it doesn't matter how much I draw, and how long I draw for. Some random stickers, my brand sticker. And here we start with my art group. I met a couple art friends at a local urban sketching class, and we clicked and we decided to meet up, and class joined us later, but we started drawing together, and we started with a chat, and then we drew each other in the Picasso style, you know, when you don't look at the page and you draw a continuous line looking at the person's face. It's a perfect way to break the ice. You kind of break the awkwardness because you have to stare someone in the eye for like however long this takes. I can't remember, maybe like 2 or 3 minutes. And then we colored it in. It was really funny. We kept laughing. Yeah, I recommend that exercise if you're meeting new art friends or just warming up. It removes the pressure. Like, I like my first page of the sketchbook to be imperfect, and yeah, look at the teeth. So yeah, class looks much better in person, I promise. And here I drew Ellie and Lucy as well, the same way. Not looking. I don't think these are teeth. I can't remember what the squiggly bit was, but yeah, it was really fun. And we have Lucy. The teeth are again, yeah, exaggerated to say the least. I just really yeah, this was fun. And I tried drawing a person just looking at them, and it didn't work out, so I gave up, and it's no one. And I drew someone sitting at the door and just like letting people or welcoming people at the cafe, and put some plants later on. I just like collecting plants. And I can't remember, but I kept drawing people. I think it was from like the books in... They have the cafe that we went to had a little library. Oh, and I forgot to say, Ellie has started her YouTube channel with vlogging, and I can't wait to watch it. I haven't managed to watch it this week yet, but I'm sure it will be amazing because I've seen her editing skills. She's a professional editor, animator, I think, so she knows what she's doing. I recommend her channel. And then I drew Southampton Westgate from a book about where great adventures start. So this was an illustration from the book, and I copied it. And then we went and drew some local architecture. It was interesting to see how each of us kind of chose a different way of drawing things. So I focused on the tiny details and tried to make it more comic-like. Like I divided it into panels, and the others kind of painted the entire picture in one, or yeah, did their own take on it. Someone recommended this book, 10 Years with Hayao Miyazaki, or maybe it was a show. And then I drew this person taking pictures, and it must have been a recommendation that I need to check out. And later I decorated this page with more plants. And we continued drawing. So I drew this post lamp, and then we moved to a park and had some lunch, picnic lunch, and we said hello to a local rat. That was interesting. I kind of found it cute. I don't know. And here I was sending someone something, and I added some stickers for them, so I wanted them all in my sketchbook. They're like, I don't know where I got them from, really. My niece is the cutest. She came over with my nephew, and she has a case full of pens and pencils and everything. And she was like, do you want to swatch my pens? And I was like, yeah, I can see an artist growing here. So we swatched her pens. And then here I was designing a sticker for my Patreon. I don't remember if this is the first time I tried it or if this was already designed and I was redrawing it. But either way, these are my Patreon stickers for last month. And drawing some people. I really like drawing this, and I can't remember if it's my own photo. I wish I put it down. I think it was from my own photo. I have to locate that photo and double check that it's mine. And here I joined a... Oh yeah, I think... Is it? I can't remember. I might have joined Sophie McPike's session, or I was inspired by her sessions, where we picked 3 colors or 2 colors and drew from reference photos. That must have been my own because it's only 1 page, and usually with her it's like multiple pages. It might have been like... It's definitely not my photos, but it might have been pixels or something. Here we have some more people. My previous sketchbook, if you haven't checked that out, do check it out. It's the London... It's what I drew in London one. And by this time I was kind of fizzling out of drawing people, and I just couldn't do it anymore, so it shows. I think any practice is good. Oh yeah, this was at the airport, or on the way to airport or something. My mum and I were going to France. We went to Nantes, and I'll put that on the screen somewhere or in the description, because I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. So I was just drawing people, queuing to get on the plane, I think, and this was sitting down in, waiting area. I quite like this pose. It does look quite minimalistic with the line work, but quite like the angle is right, I think. I think it's important to, even if you have a quick sketch or not a perfect sketch, to find something you like about each, because you spend some time on it and stuff. some more people. These are people I saw on the plane. It was a bit, I think drawing people on the plane is a bit, it can be easy, but it can be a bit awkward because you can only see people from like basically behind unless you're staring at them. Yeah, so anyway, this is on the plane. This is the view from the plane, not my best perspective, but I tried. Here are people sitting on the plane. I'm really inspired by seeing people draw on like public transport, but like including a lot of details and making it look really, really cool. So I started sort of playing with that, trying to improve that, my skill in doing this. And so we went to Nantes. There you go. This is the name of the city, Nantes. It's in France. And it's like not a massive city, but it's quite sizable. And we went to, so we landed with a lot of time to spare, and we asked the cab driver to take us to the museum, Natural History Museum, instead of going to the hotel. And then we walked all the way to the hotel from there. Yeah, it was just really fun to do it this way. And I drew this bird skeleton. I think that might be the name of the bird species or something. Here's my ticket from the museum. And I started drawing some like animals that we could see. It was really relaxing, really nice. My mom just sat down and relaxed and checked her messages and things. And I think she was reading a book, and I just went around and drew lots of things and took lots of photos. But it was really fun. I've never really drawn in a museum before and really loved it. I also drew this animal. I drew it in grey pen first, and then I covered it with more black and then colored. So I used pigment ink. It's a pen of this variety. So I have a grey version of this Fudenosque by Tombow. It's a brush pen, and they're not too expensive. I really like them. They're archival ink, or pigment ink rather, which means that once it dries, you can draw on top of it, or you can use watercolor on top of it, which is really helpful if you want to color something in later. I kind of never finished it, but I kind of like it this way, because it's like, it indicates it's old, I guess. I don't know. Then we went to a tiny little park in between some buildings, and it was really nicely kept and beautiful. And I drew what I saw there. And once we got to the hotel, I colored everything in. Drawing some people. Yeah, more people. Not my best, but I kept going regardless. Then we went out for some food in the evening, so we decided to go for something like fast foody, just something easy for the first night. And we went to this gyoza place, really nice Japanese fast food. And bike, not messed up the perspective, but you can only get better by practicing. And some buildings. So there was like this really nice place. I can never pronounce this. But it was like a massive square. That's a good word. With a fountain and lots of bars around and lots of like small shops. And I drew what I like, the buildings around the fountain. Something I like getting better at, so I practiced that. This might have been a park. I can't quite remember what lap salad was. My mom and I went to an art supply shop because I could not miss it, and I got some materials from there. Oh, that's the pens I was using. These two. And I also picked up a magic pencil, which I've misplaced now. But you know, magic pencils. I got the Koh-i-Noor one. So I got this DB brush Aqua by Dalby brand, Dalbe. And yeah, just try them out. They're a bit less nice than Tombow brush pens, but they're also cheaper. They kind of it's easy to, I don't know how to say it. Let me just show you what I mean. I don't know, I just didn't find them. They scratch the paper a lot more, and you can't go over what you've already done easily. It kind of makes the paper fray, if that makes sense. But they're nice, like, yeah, fun brush pens to use. Some people. We also went to the Museum of Art in Nantes. And it was really, really nice. I still don't remember what this was. Anyway, the museum was really nice. I saw Picasso and Monet, like lesser known works. I found Picasso really interesting to see in person because everyone knows his paintings, and you know, he inspired a lot of like the Cubist painting movement. I won't pretend I know a lot about art, but yeah, he's been a massive name. And when I saw it in person, I was like, this is really free. Like, this person did not care whether it was following any rules, or they just drew by feeling, and it was very inspiring from that point of view. Like, you know what, draw derpy people, draw whatever, and be yourself and like stick to your own style. And yeah, I just really loved it from that point of view. I saw really nice paintings there, especially the Impressionist, or what I think is Impressionist movement. So again, my ticket from the museum. And then we went to a park, and this park is massive. We didn't spend there nearly enough time, but we had to kind of head somewhere for food and back to the hotel. But it was a really nice, pleasant park with lots of things to see, like a tiny arboretum with like palm trees and like tropical temperatures and things, sculptures, and like, yeah, lots of different things to see, birds, ducks, anything you can imagine. And I decided to, we sat down and I decided to draw it. I think I might have colored it in later as well, like with a lot of these things. And I drew, we went for a food, and we kind of didn't have lots of options, so we went for one that didn't have proper like lunch options, but I had croque madame, like the, yeah, I don't know how to describe this. And I drew some people. Again, more people. I quite like this profile. And maybe this one. This was all the people like eating and sitting at their tables looking at their phones and stuff. It was really nice. Like, it allowed me to people watch, which I never used to do. Some more humans. I think I need to practice faces a bit more. I think the thing is, I practiced a lot, and then I drew for a month and a half or something. And by that time, I think I needed a refresher on how to draw faces again. But I'll get there. One day I'll just remember it off by heart. Some more people. Another day. And it might have been the last day. Yeah, I think it might have been the last day, where we went to have some nice crepes for breakfast. And I didn't quite, like, I went for the nicest option that I could see for myself. And I didn't realize how big it was going to be. And it was very impressive and a massive breakfast. But I loved it. It was my best crepe in France, so worth it. Some people at the cafe. Quite like this person. And there's something about it, the way I drew this person, that I like. Some more people. And I drew this castle. So it's the castle of the Duke of England or Britain. I'm really bad with remembering names of things. But it was an impressive castle, and we went on it, and we kind of had a little walk around, and there was plenty to do. Definitely worth it. The entrance was free, and you only had to pay if you wanted to go to the museum. And then we walked all the way around and inside, and on the walls, and then we went down into this like garden area, which had the water, I don't know what the moat, I think it's the moat, and it had ducks in it, but also it had like tortoises. They were just swimming in the water, and it was incredible to see them. I don't know why or how they got there, but it was interesting. And I drew people at the entrance. Quite happy with this one as well. This was like a name of somewhere we sat, I think. This might have been like a fancy cafe my mum went to. She just really needed a coffee, and that was, yeah, seemed like the nice option. And some more people as I was sitting. Yeah, that must have been the cafe. Oh, and before we went to the cafe, my mum went to grab some water from like they have these artistic fountains with like the sculptures of women, or for women, I think, for women, and they are either standing there on the fountain or they're trying to like escape or run away from the fountain. It's really fun. And there were 4 of them. We only saw 3 fountains, but at each of them you can get like drinking water. And the idea was that everyone should be allowed like drinking water, and anyone can get the water. And my mom went, and when she came back, she said, "Oh, you know what? I found this really cool Japanese shop. Do you want to go?" It's like, yeah. So I got some washi tape, so you can see this washi tape here, and we got some stickers as well. And I really love the stickers. So this is all my haul in one page. So the pens, I got a pencil. I can't remember what pencil it was now because it's mixed in with everything else. A magic pencil, some Studio Ghibli stickers, some also Sailor Moon stickers. So this is where I got these from. And it's just a nostalgia thing. Like, I used to watch all the Sailor Moon, and as an adult, I can't find any of it. So I was really happy I could get some stickers. And a pen. What pen is that? I'm not quite sure what pen is this. This is. I don't remember having. Oh yeah, there was this cheap. I think it's Chinese brush pen that I picked up in the art supply shop. I have no idea what the name is, what it says, but it's like the felt tip kind of pen, and you can really get lots of line widths and things, but it frays really quickly. I haven't really used it much, but it already frayed. It's a really nice black pen. And some masking tape. It's got this cute design, the cherry blossoms, and then there's tiny pictures in it, like every now and then. And I drew the castle again with the magic crayon. Really, really fun to use. And I can't remember if I did this at our place, like we rented a Airbnb, or if I did this at, I think I did it at the apartment on the holiday. Yeah, it was the Scribble Brigade, and I didn't really feel it, so I skipped it. And I was chatting to my mom as well. And here's our journey back. So I drew people again. I like this one. This person looked kind of like me, but it's just a random person I saw. And here I drew from a picture. That's my mom. She was a little princess on the tower. This is the castle of the Duke of Britain. And this is when I came back. My boyfriend and I went to a local place. Although this is from the airport, from the plane. So I drew people. Some people were like sleeping. There was a guy just chugging down on the beer. And yeah, just tried drawing people. I think I missed the nose. Don't you think? And here we went to the like a local Chinese place. And I drew my boyfriend a few times. I don't know, it was really fun to do. Oh yeah, so yeah, I didn't really draw at the place because we met some friends, and this is at home. I drew him, and he allowed me to draw, which I think this is quite realistic picture. I think the more I draw him, the more I can capture his face, although not always. Sometimes it doesn't work out. And that's the extra pressure of trying to draw a person, you know? And here I think I drew people from some photos, like random photos online or something. I can't remember. Must have been. Anyway, I went to a Japanese place for a friend's birthday. We had a really, really nice time there, and we ordered like lots of different. Everyone ordered what they wanted, and then we all swapped. And my friend and I had, so my friend's Japanese, Haruka, wanted to have some sake, and I was like, yes, I really want sake. I never tried it before, and we had like, it wasn't like technically sake, it was like the liqueur, a plum liqueur, but it was delicious. So yeah, I drew that bottle. The bottle was really pretty as well. It was like, it won an award or something. So that's me, but doesn't look like me at all. I also picked up a fortune cookie at that, I think it must have been the Japanese place, which is, yeah. And it said, your future looks bright. And here I drew from pictures from the crepe place in front of the castle in Nantes. Picked up some leaflets, and I didn't really feel like sticking any of these in, but these look very artsy, like watercolory kind of thing. But they do look a bit like books, so I wasn't sure. It's weird. I don't really know what it said either. And then on Monday morning I joined Drawing is Free. So it was still my holiday, like the last day of my holiday. And we drew people. So Chloe is always the first person to pose to the drawing. It's a Zoom call every Monday at, I think it's 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. UK time. And so I don't know how to explain it. I've explained it a few times and every time I forget how to say it. So Chloe would put on a song, and during that song one person poses. So she always goes first just to like warm us up. It's quite brave. And then she asks another person to pose, and she asks them if they want to pose. And you can always say no. And then that person poses for the duration of the song. It's really fun, especially on Monday morning where I'm usually asleep. If I do get up, it's the best way to start the day, like filling up sketchbook pages one after one after one. Quite like this face. And also I can't draw hats and I can't draw men, but this one turned out kind of okay. Some more people. And I drew a bigger one. And I really like this one because I think it might have been the first time I drew with my Chinese drawing calligraphy ink. It doesn't really say what brand it is. It just said painting and calligraphy ink. I translated everything on the packaging and that's all I got. Like this is just phone numbers. And yeah, this text I think says painting and calligraphy ink, but it's super black, and I used the Chinese calligraphy brush, and I don't know where I put it, but yeah, one of those. This one, I picked it up at Choosing Keeping a while ago for my birthday, and I never dared to use it for some reason because it felt special, and I thought, you know what, it worked, it had to be used, so that's what I did. I need to grab a drink. Okay. There's still quite a lot of pages, so I'll speed up a bit. I feel like I'm getting a bit repetitive. Another person. I quite like the hair, like really strokey, dry brush technique kind of thing. And then in the afternoon, I joined the second Drawing is Free session, and I used my magic pencil. And it's kind of hard to see. Even I can't see it very well, but it will get better. This was really cute. That dog was very cute. Here I went with a single line, so I wasn't picking up the pencil from the paper. Quite like this person. I think I caught the angle of the face. Not too badly, and maybe the hand isn't too bad. Not the best day. Table flip kind of day. It was the first day after holiday. And yeah, I always struggle after holiday. And I saved my sticker from the packaging from Choosing Keeping. I always love those stickers and always save them somehow. Yeah, I wish I could buy them from the shop, but they don't sell these. And I used a lot of ink on this page, and because you can paint with this, kind of. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it's just used for like pouring it without making a mess. But I decided to see if I can paint with this nozzle, and the ink lasted forever. Like it wouldn't dry, so I used it to paint in another sketchbook. Basically, it took loads of pages to fill, to like use it up. Yeah, I was like, oops. And I put a leaf on this page with some sellotape, and I started drawing some cuts. And here I was designing my new stickers for October, for Patreon, and deciding which colors I like the most. So I was slowly moving to my new color scheme. Just constantly drawing cuts. Sometimes all you want to do is like draw doodles, and that's fine. Here I drew the Baldur's Gate 3 characters, Astarion and Shadowheart. Not my best drawings, but hey. Here I drew, I can't remember if it was Sophie McPike's or something, or Random Street View. And I joined Art Hang Party, and this was really cool. So Melissa runs Art Hang Party. It's like a weekly call on Thursday nights. UK time is midnight on a Thursday. And she started us by saying, I don't know, in the picture there's a squirrel and it's looking sideways and it's got a big tail, and we had to draw. Hang on, something changed. My laptop just woke up and killed my light somehow. If you hear a noise, that's from my old laptop. And then once we drew that picture from the description, she showed us the picture and we drew the picture really quickly. It was really, really fun. And she gave us more and more time. Sorry. And each time she gave us a little bit more time. So we started with drawing from description. I can't remember how long for. And then 30-second drawing, 2 minutes and 5 minutes. It was quite fun. And then she described this cat, and I decided, because I could not. I just drew a derpy face. Must have run out of time. And then from the picture again, and again. And this, I really liked adding the brush strokes for this one. I'm not sure if I went to bed or something, because I'm pretty sure I would have been more in that session. Maybe I need to revisit it. If you'd like to see anything I'm talking about in this video, I will put all the links in the description, and if I forget, please let me know. I'm running out of time. I have like 3 hours to edit and post this video. We went to the local Chinese again, had some boba tea. And I was trying to flash out my permanent ink from my favorite pen, Sailor Fuda. This one. And I added lots of water into the thingy cartridge, and I decided to just draw with it, just to see the effects I can get when it mixes with water. And here I drew all the people eating at the restaurant. And here I was starting the Super Seconds Festival, which I already talked about, so I won't talk about it too much. Swatching some Copic markers. I was hoping that they won't bleed, but they did a little bit. and just redrew the, I don't know, I was just feeling it. And here is an odd orange session. This one's with Morgan Grice, and she got us drawing monkeys and apes. And you can find all of her sessions on the Odd Orange website. I'll link it up as well. So this was already on the page, and when the session started, I drew this monkey. Not my best. It was a warm-up. I really like how this one turned out. This was really hard. It's like very dark colors. It's not my worst. I really enjoyed this one because I love the color. I'm just really feeling this color at the moment. And some more monkeys. And apes. And this one looked very red on the face, or like pink on the face, and everyone was saying like, oh, she looks a bit evil. And she disagrees. You know, she's not evil. She's just sad. A little bit of flower. And here I drew some fish. I am doing a tote bag design with this fish on, and I just decided to redraw it because I didn't know what else to draw. And last but not least is the session with Sophie McPike, and this one definitely inspired my new sketchbook, where I'm just using those 3 colors. So we started by using just 2 colors and the white of the page. I really like how this one turned out, like really simple. So the idea was to make everything really, really graphic and simplified. And then we added a 3rd color. So this was all from images that she prepared for us. I did this session in 2 days. If I don't do it live, I take longer for some reason. I just stop it and forget about it. Get distracted easily. And the last view. So that was the end of the sketchbook. I think that might have been the last picture from this session, potentially, and then I drew extras. And that's it. So this was the art creation sketchbook by Royal Talens. And it's got 80 pages, so 80 sheets, which is 160 pages. So quite a lot in 10 days. 16 pages a day. I don't know how I did it. And it's like a mixed media sort of sketchbook. And that's it. Let me know if you enjoyed it, and if you still want to see more sketchbook tours. I do definitely enjoy them the most, although I am slowly running out of sketchbooks to film. So I definitely am preparing soon a video where I'm answering Q&A questions that you've sent me. If you have any and you haven't asked any yet, please do leave them in the comments. I love receiving them, and I've already compiled a list, but I can always add to it. Can't wait. And you can find me on Patreon. Again, the link is in the description below, or you can search for Weird is the Best on Patreon. And what else can I tell you? You can find my Etsy shop in the description as well. I make all kinds of illustrations like this therapy cat, and I just make everything that makes me happy. So it's very eclectic and very chaotic there, like me. And yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I remembered to come back on camera. If you did, leave me a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. It really helps my channel to be seen by people like you. It just means that YouTube knows who to show it to. So it's very, very helpful to leave any kind of comment or like or anything you can. It supports the channel, and I'm really grateful for all the interactions, and I love reading your comments. I hope you had fun, and maybe it's inspired you to make some sketchbook pages. If you did, let me know. I love hearing that. And I will get better at looking at the camera. It's weird because it's like here instead of where I can see my face. So I'm trying. I'm doing my best. We'll learn along the way. Focus, focus. I will now edit this video and post it for you. Okay, bye. Have a lovely day artsing. Until next time.